Hey everyone, and welcome to this video review where I will be talking about the fast track formula and what fast track formula actually is. So it's the popular wholesale e-commerce course, basically extension to the wholesale formula, which been created by two self-made entrepreneurs, Dylan Frost and Dan Meters. And they, since 2011, been dominating Amazon e-com wholesale like nobody else. And they even came up with a strategy, with a name for the strategy called reverse sourcing wholesale. It's the secret system used by the giant multi-million dollar retailers such as Walmart and Costco. So it's not so really a secret, but kept under the hood for the small businesses and small people basically trying to tap into the e-commerce wholesale. But going back to Dan and Dylan, they started selling on Amazon with nothing more than a credit card with $600 limit because that's apparently all they had. We all been there at some stage, but online scene for e-commerce business is now rapidly changing. There is one big problem. The e-commerce changed dramatically. One of the problems is that the Amazon fees increased by 30% since 2023 in just 2 years. TikTok Shop grew by 250% year over year. And also, new regulations are basically crushing the sellers, small sellers like you and me. Well, the fast track formula claims to solve these problems, but does it really? Well, so let's dive in. They call it four-pillar framework. So fast track formula's entire system rests on four pillars. One, global diversification beyond Amazon. Two, AI automation for sourcing operations. Three, TikTok domination, algorithm mastery. And four, regulation shield and 2025 compliance. So let's dive in and examine each. So the global diversification over Amazon. This is a big shift from their wholesale formula, previous course as I mentioned. Because this also includes the step-by-step TikTok shop setup. It also includes the emerging market strategy, basically expanding over the US and English-speaking markets to Brazil and Asia and so forth. It also includes DTC brand building frameworks and obviously a lot of case studies, such as Sarah replaced 70% of her Amazon revenue in 90 days. So you basically are not dependent just on Amazon, but on the other selling channels. So pillar number two is AI automation. It's the most futuristic module yet. It's using the chat GPT prompts for supplier negotiations. It's using the 3D print on demand workflows, never ever heard of yet in this kind of small business niche. And it also includes the new blockchain supply chain verification, which basically is something that it's just the big businesses are starting to explore. The results, well, it could easily save you 8, 11 hours a week on sourcing. The pillar number three, the TikTok domination. And it's the basically crown jewel of fast track formula. Let's see why. It includes viral product research method, hashtag algorithm hacks, and UGC content templates. Basically, one of the students claimed to basically make $12,000 in just 3 days with this fast track formula. So pillar number four is the regulation shield, and it's really unique to this course because it includes the plastic ban compliance guides, it includes the EU digital tax regulation calculator, and also the carbon neutral shipping setup, which is something that is starting to be implemented globally. And all these three basically are critical for 2025 survival in basically e-commerce wholesale business. So let's dive into pros versus cons. So the good is that it's true 2025 strategies, right? It's not the recycled content, it's the newest strategies that, as I mentioned, only the few people are just exploring. Second, it includes AI templates. Basically, it saves you 20 plus hours monthly, maybe even more. This is the bare minimum. And also, you will get active Slack community with Dylan Frost and the leaders and the other active members who basically are willing to help you and walk you through the different situations like obstacles or challenges. So the bad thing is the steep tech learning curve because of the new very new technical things such as AI and 3D printing and stuff. It really requires the dedication. The VR module feels premature for some people, and of course, the significant price tag is really something that will hold many people back. But we see it also as a good thing because it basically strips off the all the people who are not really deeply into starting e-commerce business and who basically are just kind of we call them tire kickers, just trying this, trying that, and never really focus 100% on one thing. All right. So with that being said, we have to really consider who should buy fast track formula, right? So simply you should buy if you know ecom basics but want 2025 updates. You should also buy if you have at least $2,000 for tools and inventory. And obviously, if you're ready to learn new stuff such as AI and other things, you shouldn't buy if you want passive income because this includes some work. If you fear TikTok and social media, which is the big part of this strategy, and if you expect overnight success, obviously this includes the hard work on your part. Even though you can achieve success quite fast if you put in hard work, such as some students did, it's not overnight success, right? So verdict and alternatives is that we rate the fast track formula really and honestly 8.5 for out of 10, and it's worth the price if you implement it within at least 60 days or if you can handle tech complexity and if you need to escape just Amazon dependence, right? Some people are dependent 100% on Amazon and it's they something change, do something, and your business is basically out of the fucking window. So there are alternative courses. One of them is proven Amazon course that's been around forever, and the price tag is really low. It's starting at $39. So, and there's many upsells like when you go through the buying process. So don't be fooled that it's all for $39. But it's really not volt. It's not. It hasn't been really updated. They don't include the newest strategies, AI, blockchain, and stuff. So I wouldn't really recommend proven Amazon course. Only if you are really tight on budget and want to just start exploring as a newbie the e-commerce. Another course is Amazing Selling Machine or ASM. That's the brilliant course. It's a good one, but as you can see, the price tag is quite high, right? It's much higher than a fast track formula, and it also doesn't include some of the things that fast track formula has. And also the high ticket course When you go to their website, you can find out that it goes for a whopping $6,000 plus. It can go even to tens of thousands of dollars depending on the module that you have. So, and then now you have probably millions of questions: where, why, who, where to buy, and stuff. So, if you go to wholesalebusinesscourse.com/apply, you will register for the free training that Dan and Dylan are doing, and you will learn much, much more in there because they basically will go through all the little details to basically